Hey guys, today is my review of set 75347 TIE Bomber. This set has 625 pieces and retails for $65 in the US. I normally don't pay that much attention to the box art, but there is one thing I would like to say. That 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi logo up there. This is a set from The Empire Strikes Back. TIE Bombers do show up a tiny bit in Return of the Jedi, but they're mainly in Empire Strikes Back whenever they're bombing the craters, well, the asteroids, as you can see from the box art there. Let's get into the set. The first minifigure up is Vice Admiral Sloan. She's only been in the comics from what I can tell. She might have been in a movie or two, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure she's only been in the comics. Now this is cool because this is the first time we're getting her in LEGO. LEGO has never made a Vice Admiral Sloan until 2023. I think this minifigure might go up in value, but not too much. She has some cool back printing here, and there's not too much I could say about her. She has her dots to show her rank. She has a blaster. Nothing too crazy here. Here's the probably most exciting minifigure of the set. Our second one, Darth Vader. So there's nothing too crazy going on, except the craziest thing of two is probably the arm printing. We haven't gotten arm printing on a Darth Vader in a while. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first arm printing. Other than the 2022 Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader set that we got from Kenobi. But yeah, this is new arm printing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then he has his chest readers and stuff. You can see that arm printing over here. He's got the soft cape. And you can lift that up to see some back printing down there. And it's got his red lightsaber. And there's nothing too special about Darth Vader except his head. Now, the helmet isn't updated. Well, it doesn't need to be updated. I think they did a pretty good job with this one. But if you see under it, they actually gave him a new face print. Now, I think that is pretty cool. Next is perhaps the least interesting minifigure, the most boring one. The TIE Bomber pilot. It's just so bland. We've gotten so many of them. He's got a pistol like pretty much every TIE pilot has. He's got the regular face and like his breathing apparatus there. Regular leg print. There's nothing too special about this one. The last minifigure and probably the most boring one is the Gonk droid. So he has just this generic thing that they've been using for the Gonk droid legs, like this design, like the cylinder, and then these little clip pieces. Well, not clip pieces, but like connector pieces. And nothing too special about him. He has like that piece for him to see through, and he's got like this. This is actually like a box piece. That's not actually 4 studs tall, as you might have thought, but it has like Imperial printing there, like Imperial logo. Some Star Wars language, Imperial logo, Star Wars language. And you want to make sure that the Imperial logo is on the side here. And there's nothing too crazy about him, except as I said, this is a box piece. So, I mean, you could take someone like Vice Admiral Sloan's blaster and put it there, but it wouldn't fit back on. Like, you could put it like right this, but it would just look weird. So, I would not recommend doing that. Our first and last accessory, well, as you know, is this little delivery cart here. It has a couple bombs that like sit in this groove here, and there's nothing too special about it. It's got like some of these pieces here. I don't know what they're called, but I call them like side pieces or backrest pieces, and they like hold in the bombs so they don't like go shaking all over the place. And a couple other things. It's got like these headlights. Nothing too special, but it does have some handlebars here where you can take off this trooper's blaster, and you can have him control. Oops. Yes, I will say that sometimes comes off, but not too much. And you just stick his hands right there, and then he can pilot around this. Now, if you bring his hands up a bit more, you can get him. It's a bit hard to get him to stand like straight up, but you all should be able to figure it out. Here we have the TIE Bomber. So let's start off with the play features. So to start out with, we got the stud shooters here. Like you just come over here and there's this little tab here that you push down. and as you can see, it fires right off. So another play feature is the flick fire missiles here. So what you're gonna do, they're the bombs, you just push them down like this, and then they fall out. So how you reload them is simple. What I usually do is I stand it up like this, and then as you can see, there's those little holes in there, and that's where you're going to put this piece right there. We'll just stick that in like that. And then you've got some more bombs, and then you can just drop those out. Nothing too crazy. And so, yeah, this piece sometimes, like these pieces, these hinge pieces, I don't like that they use the hinge pieces, but for something this small, I guess it probably does work. But I do like the angling. I like how they got the angles right for the bomber. And as you can see, they use like this printed TIE Fighter piece right here. And I like the look of the ship. I think it actually looks pretty good. And the last play feature is really in here, like the cockpit. Note, whenever you're taking off the TIE Fighters, the TIE Fighter pilot's pistol, do not put it in here. It just gets stuck. Like, watch, whenever I just put it in there, then, like, look, you have to rip that off and pull out the blaster. So it's a bit of a struggle, but I mean, as long as you don't put it in there, it's okay. But what you can put in here is the TIE Fighter pilot. And then there's a bit of some controls there, like the 1x1 tiles there. And he does fall out, but you don't really have to worry about that as long as you keep this closed. Like, as long as that's closed, he's not going anywhere. I think for $65, this is a no-brainer pickup. You should definitely get this if you have the money. Like, you get this magnificent looking Darth Vader, this pretty good looking Vice Admiral Sloan, and a cool Gonk droid. Not to mention this overused and overdue for an update TIE Fighter pilot. So that's all I have to say, so I'll see you all next time.